being here for the first time with my bike is simply a reason that I would like to start the season earlier and race. And I found this as a very interesting challenge to come to Cyprus. It's the main reason. And for sure, so far, I don't regret it at all. We had great racing and a lot of fun training also here.
Okay. And what's now, after nearly 2 weeks, what's your impression about all of it?
It's an amazing place for mountain bikers, I think, because you have gravel roads everywhere on the island. And I think also now the question for me is, why do half of Norway go to Gran Canaria Island for riding their bike when they can come to El Dorado for biking like here in Cyprus? So they better now start thinking about going somewhere else that is even more good and like a location for cycling, both on the road and off-road. Cyprus is 10,000 better than going to the Gran Canaria, in my opinion, and I've been there many, many times. So if I continue as a professional, this will be more considered as a training place during the winter for me and the family, for sure. But it's also an interesting place to bring groups, cycling groups, to in the future for me, even though if I stop as a professional after this season. It's, for me now, it's just kind of looking at it as a super place for doing outdoor activity, whatever you want to do, but especially for us cyclists.
Now, you were riding Avxentia stage race, and at 2 stages there were long single trails in it. What do you think about that?
It's amazing. It's that's when you have most fun of all times when you're out, when you do long single trails like that. After 20 years in this business, it's still what I love most of all in my sport. That's to do similar single trails like you have here. So I enjoyed it a lot. It was a little bit scary, but that's also a part of it when you haven't seen the trails before. And it is going out with your bike as going on an adventure, for sure. And I think seems like they have many places of this here in Cyprus, so I really enjoyed it.
And what do you think about the people on the island? Yes.
No, it's pretty amazing. After so many years on the road, traveling around the world many times, it's kind of impressed me a lot how open and warm and nice people are, friendly. They are service-minded, but they also mean it. And that is not many places I've been where it's that you really have that feeling from the first day. So for Cyprus people, just keep that. It's worth a lot because you really feel welcome here. It's not something that is done just because it's a tourist place. They just mean it. That they are friendly, they are open, they are here to help you. And it's, of course, it helps probably also that most people speak very well English here, so it's easy to communicate. I'm impressed, and it's another reason for coming back here more than one time in the future for my part.
Okay, so you're a professional. What do you think it's for normal people, normal cyclists also?
So I would love to, if I can write stories from my 2 weeks here in Cyprus and share with friends and people following me as a professional cyclist, if I can get 2 or 3 families here during the next half a year just to convince them that this is the perfect place for an active outdoor holiday together with kids and family, I would be really happy, because that's how I would like to promote Cyprus. It's a very good place for the whole entire family if you'd like to do outdoor activity. And to bring groups for only cycling, yes, it's also still an El Dorado. And I think you can go for hours and hours and still have new trails and new roads to do every day.
This sounds like an advertisement for Cyprus.
Yeah, maybe I'm not paid for it, but it is. It's probably, it should it takes a lot to impress me because we have been out so many places in the world for such a long time. So, but this is honestly, I'm impressed and I love it already here. So it will for sure not be my last time here.